Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rams will kick it away first. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon Ducks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eye.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Ball. Hard running there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Guys, let's take a moment and look at Colorado State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the company.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! Got some room to run. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story.
There he goes! Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Rams with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Curry. It's complete to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
To the air on second down. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Rams really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Calls his own number. Got the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, you don't need to be an absolute blazer to have success running the football as a QB. You just need to know where to pick your spots, finding holes, reading blocks, falling forward.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That's caught. It's Casper. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Curry. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Humphries. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of it.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Touchdown, Colorado State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Demania. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Rams in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Curry. Caught near the sticks, it's Bell. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rams come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On the move. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10.
To the air, it's Curry. The short hands, it's Humphries. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Pass interference. Offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he...
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Got it in the middle. It's Coates. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
Breaks into the open.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Moore will throw. Finds his target down the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside. And
looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Curry. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Rams will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this.
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are flying down the field. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll try to sneak it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Curry. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Davison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Lowe. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Moore to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he makes the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.